The Journey of the Full Cup. In a quiet mountain village, nestled between green terraces and a winding silver river, there lived a young man named Eli. He was restless, searching for something he couldn't quite name. He had food, friends, and work, but joy, real, lasting joy, seemed always out of reach. One morning, after a long night of questions and sighs, Eli went to visit the old teacher, a man known for his calm wisdom and gentle humor. The teacher lived on a hill at the edge of the village, surrounded by the hum of bees and the scent of jasmine. When Eli arrived, he blurted out, "Master, I've done everything people say brings happiness: work, travel, music, prayer. But joy slips through my fingers like water. How can I hold on to it?" The teacher smiled and said, "Perhaps you're holding the wrong thing. But let's see. Take this pot of water and carry it through the village, around the market square, and up the hill. Bring it back to me as full as it is now. Not one drop must be spilled." Eli frowned slightly. "That's all?" "That's all," said the teacher with a knowing look. So Eli set off down the dusty path, the clay pot balanced in both hands, filled to the brim with shimmering water. At first it was easy enough, but soon the village woke to its usual life, children running and laughing, merchants calling out their wares, neighbors waving from doorways. Eli's friends called, "Eli, come join us for breakfast." But he shook his head, eyes fixed on the trembling surface of the water. At the market, a musician played a lively tune on his flute, and a woman danced gracefully in time to the rhythm. People clapped and cheered. Eli passed them like a ghost, his every muscle tense, his gaze locked on the rippling water. A farmer offered him a ripe fig. "Taste it, lad, sweet as summer." "Not now," Eli said, stepping aside. "I mustn't spill." The road grew steeper as he climbed the hill, sweat running down his face, his arms aching from the careful balance. His heart pounded with concentration. When at last he reached the top and returned to the teacher's house, he was exhausted but proud. "Here it is," he said, setting the pot down with relief. "Every drop is safe." The teacher looked at the water, then back at Eli. "Well done. Now tell me, what did you see along your journey?" Eli hesitated. "See? Nothing much. I was watching the pot the whole way. I didn't dare look up." The teacher nodded slowly. "And that, my son, is the way many people live. Their hearts are full, of themselves, of worry, of pride, of fear, and they guard that fullness so carefully that they see nothing around them. They miss the laughter of children, the beauty of a song, the kindness of strangers. They mistake their careful control for peace, but they have no joy." He dipped his finger into the pot and flicked a few drops into the air. Sunlight caught them, turning them into tiny rainbows. "Joy," said the teacher softly, "is found when we dare to look up, when we risk a little spilling, risk being wrong, being hurt, being seen. Only then do we notice how bright the world truly is." Eli stared into the pot. For the first time, the water's surface reflected not just his own face, but the sky above, blue and endless. He smiled, realizing that the teacher had given him the answer from the very beginning. Moral: when we are so full of ourselves, there's no room left to see, feel, or share the joy of living. Real joy begins when we lift our eyes from our own reflection and notice the beauty all around us,